Hello students and learners, welcome to the Brainbox tutorials. I am your teacher Priyanka and here with me is I.C.S.E. English Literature paper for 2023. So without wasting any time, let us start with the answers of section A. Okay, the paper was very easy, I must say, and the MCQs were also very easy. I hope all your MCQs were correct. Okay, let us start with question number 1, part 1. What was the blue bead? Option A is a piece of perforated glass and this is the correct option, a piece of perforated glass. Part 2, in H.C. Andersen's story, what forces the little match girl to go about selling matches on the street? Option A is poverty, option B greed, C is the weather and D desire for wealth. Here also option number A, poverty, is the correct option. Now coming to part 3, when Leslong said, something must be eating you, he meant that Jesse Owens must be, option A, hungry for something, option B, troubled by something. Yes, option B is correct, troubled by something. Part 4, we will keep her a day or two longer, she is so weak and helpless. Who said these words? To whom? Part A, Joe Thompson to his wife. Part B, Jane Thompson to her husband. Yes, option number B is correct. Jane Thompson said this to her husband, Joe Thompson. Okay, now coming to number 5. What was the very first thing that the children noticed when it stopped raining on Venus in Ray Bradbury's story All Summer in a Day? Option A is the blazing blue sky. Option B, the smell of the vegetation. Option C, the silence, and option D, the brilliant sunshine. And the correct option is C, the silence. Number 6, which of the following lines tells us that the poet Wordsworth carried a mental picture of the daffodils? Option A is 10,000 saw I at a glance. Option B, they flash upon that inward eye, and this is the correct option. Number B, they flash upon that inward eye. Now coming to number 7, why according to Maya Angelou does the caged bird sing? Option A, to pass the time. Option B, because he is hungry for fat worms. Option C, to voice his protest. And option D, to communicate with a free bird. And the correct option is C, to voice his protest. Now number 8, the line, the house roofs seem to heave and sway in Browning's poem, The Patriot, means option A, the roofs of the houses were swaying in the wind. Option B, the roofs were so crowded with people that they appeared to be heaving and swaying, and this is the correct option, option number B. Now number 9, identify the list in which Aboban Adam's name appeared right at the top. Option A, those who love God. No. Option B, those who love their fellow human beings. No. Option C, those who were blessed by the love of God. Yes. Option number C is the correct option. His name appeared in this list, those who were blessed by the love of God. But he said to the angel that I want my name to be in this list, that is number B. But here the question is, his name appeared on which list? At the top, that is option C. Okay, now number 10, what special human quality does the poem 9 Gold Medals celebrate? Option A, empathy. Option B, jealousy. Option C, rivalry. Option D, selfishness. Option A, empathy, is the correct option. Now number 11, to whom does Portia compare Bassanio as he steps forward to take the casket test? Option A, Midas. Option B, Mercury. Option C, Hesiod, and option D, Hercules. And the correct option is option D, Hercules. Number 12, Dash was Portia's faithful servant. Option A, Bellario. Option D, Balthazar. Option C, Lancelot, and option D, Stefano. His faithful servant was B, Balthazar. She sent Balthazar to Padua to Dr. Bellario. So he was her faithful servant. Okay, now number 13, why does Portia ask Shylock if he had arranged for a surgeon to be present at Antonio's trial? Option A, she wanted to make sure that Antonio would not bleed to death. Yes, that is the correct option. She wanted to make sure that Antonio would not bleed to death. Number 14, according to Lorenzo, a man who is unmoved by music is option A, tone deaf. Option B, not to be trusted. Yes, he said that this person is not trustworthy. He is not to be trusted. Now number 15, a Daniel come to judgment, yeah, a Daniel. Who is being described in these words? By whom? So option A is Shylock by Portia. No, Portia never said this. Option B, Bassanio by Gratiano. No. Option C, Antonio by Portia. No. Option D, Portia by Shylock. Yes, this is the correct option. Shylock says these words about Portia when she was saying to the court that Shylock should get whatever is written in the bond. Okay, now number 16. What reason does Portia give for refusing the Duke's invitation to dinner? Option A, she had to hurry back to Belmont before Bassanio's return. Now this was the correct reason, but she did not say this to Duke, because when she was talking to Duke at that time she was in the disguise of a man, a lawyer. So what did she say? Option B, she already felt rewarded and satisfied at having saved Antonio. No. Option C, she was afraid of being found out. No. Option D, she had to return to Padua that night. Yes, she said this to the Duke. She had to return to Padua that night. So here we have solved all the MCQs from section A, and now I will come up with the solutions of section B, C, D also very soon, today only. But I hope you have done the MCQs very well. Write to me in the comment box how many marks do you expect to get in the MCQ part. And wait for my solutions for section B, C and D. I will come up with these solutions very soon. Bye-bye. Jai Hind.